customer states, when I start it, it rattles. Start. Oh yeah, not be rattling. You can see that one's loose. 3 of them broke off in the crank. So we gotta see if we can save the crank.
Some mice chewed into this customer's fuel line. They apparently drove it 3 minutes down the road to the shop and lost over half a tank of gas.
So it's not very often we have a moment. Well, I took this bearing off. Inner race fell out, the bearings fell out, and as you can see, that's what's left. This thing must have been squealing its nuts off. Cool.
Customer burned out his clutch in only 32,000 miles in their 2022 Tacoma.
So we can self-tap our rock light straight through the sheet metal so the pointy end pokes out in the bed. That's cool. We can secure our wires ourselves. Not terrible. I mean, I would have gone through the frame, but that's okay. What bothered me though is when they started doing their own exhaust work here, they came up a little short, and it's also pulling the drive shaft almost completely out of the transmission. Oh man. It's alright though, it's here for a balance and rotate. Let's get it done.
It ate through the metal. That's bad.
Customer states my dash looks like the Matrix. A tow truck was towing this customer's RV, and as you can see was dragging the hitch receiver, which not only caused it to pack with dirt, but also destroyed the wiring and caused a fire hazard.
On many convertibles, when you open the door, the window drops down slightly to make it easier to open the door and to form a seal with a convertible top. So when you open the door, the window rolls down, and when you open the door, the window rolls down, and then when you open the door, the window rolls down. Just like that. And now, the door opens and closes without interfering with the convertible top.
Thankfully, this vehicle was bought off the customer by the junkyard because of the insane rust. The worker lifted it up with the loader to take some parts off it, and as you can see, it folded in half. I guess they didn't use enough structural spray foam on it.
Wow. Oh. Wow. Sometimes for and giggles, I like to just check out the recall data on old Mazdas and other cars. We've got a list here. The plastic emblem in the steering wheel center may shatter during airbag deployment. Factory Claymore.
Of all the places to lose a penny, that is one unlucky spot. It of course popped a fuse. Time to bust out the chewing gum on the end of a screwdriver trick. Mechanic made the unfortunate mistake of dropping a wheel lock into the oil separator. They did find it in the end.
This episode of people who own cars. Some idiot redneck this whole hitch, and I went to go put on my beer in this bar. They ain't supposed to be there, so I've been hacking at it, but we're about to get it towards. It's something ain't gonna stay there if it's liquid. So
Customer states the front right wheel blew out. This was on a 2006 Ford F350 with a snowplow on the front. The customer wasn't that worried about it because they apparently only use it on their farm. The mechanic working on this VQ engine has done a fair few of the timing chains, but said this is the worst they've seen, and when they took the front cover off, they had found it had jump timing by around 5 teeth.
What's up guys? So doing a turbo on this Audi Q3, and this one's failed quite catastrophically. So if we have a look in the cold side of the turbo, doesn't look too bad, little bit of play but nothing too drastic. We go around to the hot side, look at that.
The mechanic recovered only 2 teaspoons of fluid from this customer's transfer case.
Bam! Jesus loves you.
Mechanic bought this used motor for $4,000 from a reputable company, and unfortunately, as you can hear, it's no good. They're hoping for a partial refund that will cover the cost of getting the valves and heads fixed.
Wife commented the brakes were feeling funny in her Volvo. Yeah, I think I found it. Did a diagnostic brake bleed on it. Yes, I'm dangling the caliper from the hose, that's fine. That hose is actually so swollen shut that I was barely getting a dribble out of the caliper there, even with 40 pounds of pressure behind it. So, yeah, time for a little bit of a refresh.
This Renegade wouldn't start if parked outside overnight, but would start fine if it was parked inside. It took the mechanic a while to figure out what was causing it. Customer states there's a red light on and it can't get up hills. This customer only wanted the ECU to be tuned only. Surprisingly, the tyre was holding pressure. Customer states their vehicle's overheating and there's no heat coming out the vents. 3 other shops thought it was the heater core, so this mechanic knew it had to be something else.
Wheel of Fortune!
Customer states when they were turning off their car, it made a loud pop.
Alright. The belt is in half.
Customer states my Kenworth's transmission leaks and I'm slowly losing coolant. It had about 4 gallons of coolant in it before it got to the oil.
Air for an oil change.
Audi A4 Quattro come in with a clutch failure. Chunks falling everywhere. Majorly worn out. Hello. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, this is never, first time it's ever happened to me. Oh, that's lovely. And this is the state of that flywheel. You can see the movement of it. I've already removed a couple of bars for anyone gets panicky. Wow.
This customer was told by a different mechanic that these brake pads were metal to metal and needed to be changed urgently. Well, as you can see, that was a lie, and I don't think that they'll be going back to that guy anytime soon.
Right guys, this is a bit of a fun one. So this Peugeot partner is a mobility vehicle, customer of ours. It broke down over the weekend. They said it got slower and slower and slower to the point where they couldn't continue driving. It's only done 12,000 miles from new, this engine. So Cameron's just had a look at it. It didn't take him very long to diagnose it. So show him what you found, Cam.
So I realised when I opened the bonnet, instantly I saw the coolant was empty. Coolant tank was completely empty, and when I lifted out the dipstick originally, it was a bit like mayo, the oil. I then carried on filling up the coolant tank to do a sniff test on it, and when I was filling it up, it took litres and litres. I reckon I put about 8 litres of water in there. And
Go on, show them what we found.
this is what we found.
Look at
The
that.
level is actually up here on the dipstick,
So, and
and if you take
and the
off the
best
oil
bit,
cap, all in there where the camshafts are is filled with oily water.
Customer did their own transmission seal, and as you can see, it wasn't quite sealing correctly. This Chevy Colorado had just been purchased from a used car dealer. The buyer picked it up for their father, who needed transport to the hospital for cancer treatments. Not long after the purchase, it came in with multiple noises and fluid leaks. As you can see, the dealership had attempted to fix the exhaust leaks with a ton of RTV and also cross-threaded a tie rod, and then tried to repair it by welding it to the aluminum knuckle, along with several other concerning issues.
May not look like much, but the seal's blown out right there. You push an oil out. A lot of work for not that big of a seal.
Thanks for watching another episode of Mechanical Nightmare. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you have your own clip, you can send it to us using the link in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode.